Hey everyone, Mr. Devil here, Kenny Danico, 3-time Stanley Cup champion of the New Jersey Devils, and you're listening to the Uncle Pucker's New Jersey Devils podcast. Let's go Devils!
Yes, let's go Devils. They finally snapped their 5-game skid. We're the Uncle Puckers, Chris and Tim with you tonight, post-game. Tim, I don't know how you feel, but at my old age, my little heart can't handle that kind of third period anymore. I was like, seriously, it was beating out of my chest.
My cold, dead black heart. Yeah, after the game, I untied the rope from the rafter that I had it and put it away and, looked at it and said, not today, old friend.
Not today. It's at least 5 more games until they have another 5-game losing streak, so you got plenty of time.
Honestly, yeah, look, great. They got the win. There's a lot that I didn't like, but I feel like that shows a good kind of maturity to get their shit out of their head out of their ass and get their shit together and close it out the way they did. Yeah, I mean that's really it. There's some individual performances that were great. That third line, Glass, Grits, and Brown, fucking love that thing. Man, those guys are all over the place.
Performance from that third line tonight. I mean, it was the best game that I have seen. That third line play. I mean, Connor Brown had a great game. Glass. I mean, the whole line. They were the entire offense of the Devils, and then you saw it late in that game. Connor Brown really playing great defensively. A few guys I thought had really good games. I thought Andre Palat had a really good game again.
Andre Palat's had very good 4 or 5 run-up games. Just unfortunate that they came in losses because I feel like people would notice it a little bit more. But I mean, look, he's still wildly overpaid. I don't know what is happening with my internet here. He's still wildly overpaid for what he is, and the plan shouldn't change about trying to move on from him. But if he still has some juice in the tank, I think that makes a salary dump of him a little bit easier. But he's still stomachable, if that makes.
Yeah, I mean, when he's playing this way, he's not hurting the team, and and that's all. I do have a few concerns. I will be honest. I thought that Jesper Bratt played an absolutely terrible game tonight.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. Look, I know I put him in a trade the other day, but that I just want to clarify that trade is just to get Quinn. I do not think
Jesper Bratt and you want him off the team. Just be honest.
That's not true. I think I've maintained this. Maybe I kind of he showed a couple of flashes tonight. He's a very good elite play driver. Like that one play that Nemec got robbed in the slot where
pass,
where he won it up front, came down, gave it to Nico. But that's the type of stuff in that center of the ice, that slot, high slot in the paint that they're missing. The past couple games, and they really made a concerted effort to make that happen. I just kind of the effort was better. It looked like the legs were better. They just, they were hitting their marks. Their passing through the neutral zone was a little bit better. Just a little bit better. That's what we needed. But they got the win. But sorry, go ahead.
No, I agree with you. When they play fast on all levels, not just saying north-south fast. I'm saying when the pucks are off their sticks fast, when they're making quick decisions, when that is when this team is at its best. And it's when they're taking that extra second to, look up the ice, try and make a pass or do something instead of just going forward. There were so many times in this losing streak that when they get pinned, look, he is an elite player. I agree.
He is.
And that's why it's noticeable when he has games like tonight.
If Vancouver says we want Jesper Bratt in this trade, I'd fucking drive his ass to the airport.
I will pack his things. Absolutely. I will say, what do you want?
That minimizes what the rest of the package looks like. That's in no way, shape, or form am I saying I think Jesper Bratt, we should dump him for a bag of pucks.
No, but I will say that you have to be willing to move off a guy like Bratt if you're serious about making this team better. Just because they won a game in the last 5, I'm not ready to forgive all the sins of the last 5 games and just how they look. When they look bad, they look so fucking bad.
Yeah, and that trade, and I appreciate Mike DeCaro, posting that about us. Like that was very
He's
nice
fucking
of him.
awesome.
Yeah,
I love
he's a
that
great
guy.
dude. I actually used the Matthew Kachuk comp. Like I feel like that, like it's kind of being ignored as a comp, and almost more because of the contract situation. Like, but I feel like the term left, and the basically like he's out the door, he's not coming back. Like that was Kachuk was in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Hughes is in that situation, and that's pretty much the best recent comp we have, unless you want to go back to the fucking Carlson deal. And honestly, there isn't a better, more comparable player to Jesper Bratt than Jonathan Huberdeau was at the time. Like Huberdeau at the time was probably better, but he's a very perimeter, playmaking first, pass first wing.
But
Right wing that plays on his offside. So like I feel like that's the best comp. And then you throw in a defenseman. Like I don't understand why. I don't know.
when the Florida Panthers won the President's Trophy and lost in the first round when Andrew Burnett was the head coach, and then they brought Zito in, and look, Zito did something that I know Tom Fitzgerald would never have the balls to do. This was like a 112-point team. They won the President's Trophy. Okay, they lost in the first round. He fires their coach. He trades their Jonathan Huberdeau had what, like 102, 103 points that year? Like it was a career year. You ship him
I think
off
it more
to
than that.
he might have.
I
Yeah,
think it
you're
was
right.
I think it was like upwards of like 115 or so.
It was ridiculous. It was, and you trade him up to Calgary to bring Matthew Tkachuk in. You bring in Paul Maurice. You fire the coach, and it was all right. Regular season means nothing, and that's it. In this sport, regular season means nothing. It's how are you going to do in the postseason? Barry Zito saw it the first year. We are not built to go far. Turns around, does what he does, and the rest is history. Now, granted, if they and it was funny because I was talking to Mike DeCaro about this, and he even brought up like we were talking about the Panthers and saying it. They took the second wild card spot. They think they won it the last game or second to last game of the season that they even made the playoffs. If they don't, like that whole thing blows up. It blows up. They probably don't win Stanley Cups. They probably fire Zito for even maybe making that move. They come back and not make the playoffs. It's just having the balls. If it works, you're going to be remembered forever. And if it doesn't, okay, you try again. You do whatever you have to do. But just sitting on your hands the way that Fitz does just makes me so nervous. I mean, this was a gutsy win. String them together. And go beat Tampa on Thursday night and kind of get back in the groove. And that's what this team needs. These 2 points were huge, not just in the standings and all that stuff. It was just huge for the mentality of this team, for them to get right back into that mindset that we can go and win these games. Doesn't matter, things aren't going our way for the entire 60. We can still come out and win it. And I thought that Cody Glass was absolutely. Go ahead.
This would have been a bad beat. I'm getting a little Max Headroom-ish from you in my motion, and I don't know if it's my internet or not, or my computer, if I've just left it on for too long and the RAM is kicked. But yeah, I mean, look, we've beaten that to death. We think there need to be some serious changes to this team. But like talking about this game in particular, once again, man, like. That second goal on Markstrom, I realize it's a power play goal, and we can get to the penalty kill in a second. It's just like he needs to stop that. Like just fucking stop the puck. That's your job. And the job, and he got away with one on the second goal that Batherson kicked in. Like that's an awful rebound. The first one was an awful rebound. Cover the fucking puck, man. Like we're gonna run into. We're gonna everything is gonna be a race. If he gives up more than 3, like we're going to be in trouble, and if he gives up more than 2, it's going to be a struggle. But we need him to.
Were you surprised that goal was called off? I was. No, I was a little surprised by that. I mean, because it didn't seem like a distinct kicking motion, like it says. Like he kind of, angled it.
He turned his foot, was looking at it.
I wouldn't have been shocked that they let it stay. I wouldn't have been shocked. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It went our way.
Getting overturned. So, but like this fucking guy, man, like it just stop the puck, like just stop it, like. And then there's another play where he came out and like dove for it, like
A couple of times he
but
was
you
out
know,
of position tonight.
he swallowed 2 or 3 at the end, and we got the win. So it's just we're
When
gonna be
he is
living and dying
getting
with this shit, and like you said, like I don't think my nerves and my heart can take this fucking guy.
when he gets a lot of action, he seems to excel. You know, but when it's a lot of offensive zone time for the Devils, and then they come down and they get that one shot from distance and stuff like that. I don't know if it's just the way his makeup is that he's got to be in the game all the time. Like that was the one thing growing up watching Marty that it didn't matter. Marty can see, one shot the whole game and then 15 in the final 10 minutes of the third period, and he's going to stop them all. It was just how he was built, and
It's just
always very mental.
yeah. It's just he just needs to minimize the early goals because I think we generally played a good game, particularly at 5-on-5. I thought we were very good at 5-on-5. This penalty kill though, like we need. And like it's the one thing that makes me kind of nervous about throwing Siegenthaler in a deal, like my trade idea. But like it's bad. Like I don't know what to make of it. Like I know like Luke shouldn't be on it, Dougie shouldn't be on it, and I think that's part of both of their problems defensively is they're just getting spread too thin and they're playing on things that they shouldn't be. But like that's just unacceptable to have 3 power play goals against.
I agree. And I thought Siegenthaler played a good game. But
he did. He had that nice play at the end on Brady.
But the bottom line is you're going to make mistakes throughout the course of a game, and if you're able to pull it out. This team did it tonight, and I'm super happy that it wasn't a 6-game losing streak, man. I don't know if I could have handled that. I think Devil Nation would have all been hanging their nooses from their rafters after a 6th loss in a row. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that they did it. I think that they're going to have a real tough game on Thursday night. But you talk about like the difference between us and Tampa. Tampa's going through so many friggin' injuries, but yet. They're finding ways to win. They're finding ways to stay on top of the standings. And that's something that the Devils haven't been able to do. And maybe now they can start kind of building off this little by little and go get themselves another 2 points Thursday night.
Yeah, that would obviously be a massive win. Tampa is fucking rolling people right now. They're while they have some injuries, like I think Kucherov's still playing, like that would be their equivalent of Jack out. Like, and I hate to say it, but like this team just needs to play like this and figure it out. We need contributions from that third line. I even thought the fourth line looked pretty good tonight. And for the love of fucking God, keep Colton White in the lineup. Like Dennis Cholowski, I've seen enough of this guy. Put him on waivers, get him the fuck off my team. Like I don't know how you can watch tonight with how well Colton White played. He's so solid and so simple. And then be like, you know what I need to do? I need to get Cholowski some ice time and throw him back in there. Please do not fucking do that, Sheldon. Please.
Oh, I agree.
Sir, I'm begging you, sir. Please.
Colton White's just been steady Eddie back there since he's been in the lineup. And, has Tampa lost 4 in a row?
Huh. Yeah, guess who's not paying attention? The hockey podcaster.
Well, when the rest of the league, when your team's doing so bad, it's hard to follow everything else because you just kind of get so disgusted and you're so just hyper focused on your own team. And the last thing you want to do is go and watch the fucking highlights and see that the Flyers won and the Rangers won and we still lost. Like I don't like doing that. So I was maybe a little bit. Yeah, Dylan did have a rough night.
I usually watch like other, just flip around in other games, watch little bits of them on off nights. But I've been so disgusted with the Devils. I was like, you know what? Like, maybe hockey's not for me. Maybe I should just like maybe I should like start knitting or something like that, or woodworking. By the way, if I sent you a listing, if you want to buy the custom,
I saw them. I didn't get a chance to really look at them because it was right when the game was ending. But I did see them. They look really nice. Your brother made those?
Yeah, dude, he's so good at this shit. He's like an amazing wood craftsman.
So
like, who the fuck are you?
I did. Well, it's on our Uncle Pucker one.
I'm not gonna put him on the Uncle Pucker
Why?
fucking Twitter handle. I don't
Why
know. It's
not?
weird.
Why? Send me the link. I'll put it on the
The
Blue
Uncle
Sky
Pucker
one.
woodworkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll throw them up with Blue Sky. But anyway, so if anybody wants to buy any custom made planners or
They're really
chaise
nice.
lounges, no,
They make
we have
chaise
like this
lounges too.
entire. Yeah, we made chaise lounges. We're refinishing a poker table that I'm going to give my nephew.
That's
Do a
awesome.
lot of woodwork and shit in the barn. What is what?
What is it, Tim?
Pickleball.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to know what the planners are. You're saying show them a picture of it. We'll put the link. If you have a picture here, put it up. But we'll put the link up on the feeds so you guys can check them out. He sent it to us. They look really fucking nice. But,
hang on. I mean, I can just flash them on the screen right now.
Yeah, do it. Brat's head is up his ass.
Does that work?
Yeah, you're right, Dubs. Yes, let's. Yeah. Right there. Just stop wiggling it around. Just keep it steady.
I can't, dude. My hand's stuck. My hand cramps.
You got Parkinson's? Chill the fuck out. There you go. Those are nice.
So
yeah, we'll post it up. Yeah. So, what did he write here? Brat's head is up his ass. Looks so lost out there without Jack. He is the ultimate Jack merchant. Yeah, he does look very lost without his BFF, without his peanut butter. He's just jelly. Nobody likes just jelly.
You know, he's still making some good plays, and he's still an extremely good player. It's just like, I don't know, like maybe maybe that Ovechkin hit against Washington hurt him because when that's what Ruff just said. Like once when he got drilled by Ovechkin, like he just kind of hasn't been the same. I don't know. Maybe he's playing through that. I'd like to think that that's the reason, but he's also kind of gone through these dry spells before. Like this isn't anything new for him.
He goes into witness protection every year this stretch is long.
Yeah, he makes all kinds of custom stuff, Chase. Now, like we have probably, I don't know, about 5,000 feet of oak that we have just sitting in our barn. You know, we have a planer, table saw, a couple of saws, but like these are I don't know, what are they? Wax stained and with linseed oil. So anyway,
they look really nice.
Let's stop talking about the planners. Even though if you want to buy them, go to eBay. You can look them up.
Yeah, that I don't know that Mike Ruff's talking about with Brat. Like, he does shoot that 9 out of 10 times. He takes that shot, especially just even if it's not a goal, you're hoping for a rebound with Nico crashing the net, and he pulled up and made the pass, and the pass was a little bit saucered, and Nico couldn't get a clean shot off. So, maybe he's hurt. I don't know, but we need better from him.
I don't know. Yeah, we just need more from him. Like, look, I know I made some fantasy lane trade up. Like, I do not think he's going to get traded. I'd actually be very, very surprised if he would. He has a full no move clause too, so he'd have to approve it. It'd take some serious fucking conversations on Fitzgerald's part to be like, hey, we don't want you here anymore, buddy. And by the way, all your Swedish buddies are in Vancouver. That's the only logic I could see happening. Like, go fucking. But like Brad just bought a house. He just moved in, even though it looked like he didn't have any fucking furniture in there. It's very Spartan. Like I said, the guy has no fucking personality. He has like a black Porsche, wears like white clothes. His house is very white. He has no artwork. Everything's very squared off. It's very Scandinavian.
Yeah, but these no trade clauses have got to stop. I mean, they kill you. Yeah. They absolutely cripple you when it comes to actually making some moves. And I don't understand. Well, I do understand why Tom Fitzgerald does it, because he believes that he's absolutely right and that this is the team. So he wants to lock them up as long as possible and make sure that they don't go anywhere else. I understand that, but that leaves you zero flexibility, and it's bad business in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean he's a fantastic skater, but a lot of his game operates outside the dots, on the perimeter where he's trying to, he needs someone who can operate in the slot, and Jack, for as small as he is, has no fear about going to the slot. So I don't know. Look, we got to win. It's good.
Jack's skating again, so.
Yeah, I saw that. He's not holding a stick. I saw Pesci was skating again too, but needs to get strength back in his hand. So, hopefully they could just continue to stay afloat. I don't know what that does standings wise. I don't know if I want to look at standings. I imagine everybody in the fucking Metro won again tonight because that's
I
what
know the
happens every
Flyers
goddamn
won.
night. Oh, can they
But
fucking knock it off?
look, there's still 50 something games left. I think. Yeah, I know I'm not going to look in the standings until the Devils string together, a little bit of a winning streak here. Because the next few games, I mean, the Lightning, they kicked our ass last time we played them. Then Saturday night, we got the Ducks. They kicked our ass the first time we played them. And then we see Vancouver for the first time on Sunday, which is also back-to-back, and both 12:30 in the afternoon starts. And then we go back Wednesday night in Vegas, and we know what happened last time. And then we have the first meeting with the Mammoth and Buffalo, Islanders. Like, this schedule, Capitals does not get any easier. Maple Leafs and Blue Jackets, and that's December, and that's tough.
Yeah. I mean, the Canucks fucking suck. Hopefully they're just totally demoralized by then, and Quinn just walks across the hall.
Well, yeah, that would be the perfect time. Sunday, maybe Friday, December 13th, you make the move right when they land in Jersey, and then that way he can just, crash on Luke's couch for a while and, start playing on Saturday. That would be perfect against Vancouver.
So one thing I came up with a perfect analogy for Luke and Pesci, which I think, in my own humble opinion, is spot on. You ever seen Bull Durham?
No.
You've never seen Bull Durham?
Did I stutter? No. I know the movie. I've never seen it, though.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Are you
baseball movies kind of bore me a little bit.
But it's not a baseball movie. It's about romance and love, and
that bores me even more.
And mentorship. All right. So everybody in the comment section who has actually watched one of the greatest
probably all of
movies
them
of all time. So in Bull Durham, there is an up and coming pitcher who has all the talent in the world. Named what's his name? Nuke Lalonde or something, or Nuke Lelouch or something like that, played by Tim Robbins. And basically he's described as having $1 million arm and a 5-cent head.
Okay.
And what they do is it's a good movie.
Yeah, just finish your story. Don't pay attention.
So what they bring in Kevin Costner, who plays an old, wily veteran catcher named Crash Davis. And Crash works with this pitcher to mature him, to round out his game and get him ready. Basically, they bring this guy in to take care of this guy in the minor leagues to get him to progress to the major leagues. So basically get him ready to get called up. Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Guys, check it out.
Yeah, he is.
So basically, like Crash Davis describes him, $1 million arm, 5-cent head. That's Luke Hughes. And Brett Pesci is his Crash Davis, where he needs Brett Pesci there to work with him, craft him, bring him up before Brett's deal finally winds up and Luke will finally be unleashed on the world. It's going to take him some time to evolve. Sure. I think we all kind of see that. They were playing as a number one pair through Pesci's injury. Legitimate number one pair. And then he's gone. And then Luke's game falls off a cliff. It's not a fucking secret what the problem is. Yeah. I don't like having to try and tie. And like I've said this before about Luke and Nemec. I think they both need a defensive partner so that they can go walkabout. But that defensive partner needs to be able to have the legs, smarts, and ability to be able to absorb the offense that's going to come back when that backfires sometimes. And I think Dylan's been kind of faltering in that a little bit, but that's kind of where I sit with Luke. I know it's in there. He has all the talent in the world. He just needs to harness it. And hopefully it's not just he's a fucking brickhead, like hopefully that's not it. And
he's not. He's not. They have their hockey sense. They're fine. It's going to take it. Like you said, he's young. There is a lot of pressure on him. And I think that the kid just, like you said, having Pesci there is one hell of a safety valve. I said it last year. I want those guys to be best friends forever. I hope that they're staying up at night watching movies together, talking on the phone, and that in my head they go out for ice cream and they're
watching
BFFs forever.
they're watching Heated Rivalry together.
They're watching Heated Rivalry and they look at each other. They go, "Hey, you want to play Heated Rivalry?" They're like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
and that's
go."
what
And they go into
Jason
bed.
O
For them.
said is like in the back of my head. I'm a little concerned about his IQ. I kind of have noticed that oftentimes he doesn't make the same mistake twice. He makes a different version of that mistake all the time, if that makes sense. But it's the three dragons meme where there's like the two badass ones and like the retarded one. So I don't know. I think he'll come along. But at the end, he was a little bit assertive. He plastered someone against the
Yep.
boards. Got a good shut off there. It's just he can get a little loose and a little soft, and he needs to just harden up his game a little bit.
A lot of that is built with confidence, and this team keeps winning. He'll build his confidence, and look, I do think it does say something when Jack's not in that lineup, with not just the whole team. I'm saying for Luke's sake. He's a young player in the NHL, and having his brother there kind of,
He needs
I
his
think,
brother.
I think he does. I really do. And I at this point in his career, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody on the team is a Jack merchant one way or another. Like we saw the metrics from, the zone entries, slot passes, like shot metrics, goals. Everybody's a Jack merchant on this team. But and like Edmonton's not unique in that. Like Edmonton's like that with McDavid. The Avalanche to an extent are like that with McKinnon. When you have those game-breaking talents, yeah, everything's going to revolve around them. They just need to be to figure it out and to play more like this and to play a little bit more north-south. You're not going to be, like doing laps in the offensive zone. Like that's not going to be effective offense. So it was better. There's still some things I need to work on. I need to fix this PK. I've been really disappointed in how that's been going. But Markstrom definitely needs to get that second one. So
Yeah, he does need to get that second one. But that's when you're able to play a very less than perfect game on the road and still pull off the 2 points. That's something to build off of. And the thought of Jack being back, Pesci being back, possibly Quinn Hughes being in this lineup within, maybe the next month or so, they could get back to being a really dangerous team. So, but it's whether or not Tom Fitzgerald's going to do something. If they just roll as is with Jack and Pesci back, I think, yeah, they'll make the playoffs. I don't know how much damage they'll do, but we'll see. This is a good. You couldn't go 6 games. I mean, that's just. It's so hard to pull yourself out of that with that schedule coming up, and having to deal with the Ducks and the Knights and the fucking Lightning and those teams in the next 4 weeks.
It's not going to stop.
Games. No,
it's not going to stop.
This was huge. This was two points that were huge. They were strong on the puck tonight too. That was another thing. I mean, they were battling through guys. They were coming out with the puck. I was so freaking impressed with that third line and Gritziuk and Glass and Brown tonight. Just an amazing game. And that is what you need because you're not going to be able to get it every night from your top 6. And when you can have your guys contributing, if that line can stay playing like that and Jack gets back, again, dangerous team.
Yeah.
But just get your fucking heads out of your ass.
And one guy that I think it took him a couple games to kind of get back to form, but this is the best Connor Brown's looked since he's been back from injury. Like just, I know it helps playing with those two, but I thought he looked fantastic tonight. Gritzik again, just every goddamn day, every game, he does something that is just so wildly impressive. And like I feel like it shouldn't be a surprise anymore. We should stop kind of thinking sorry, my boss is texting me. Yeah, she's annoying me about hockey. It's funny.
Go ahead.
Sorry. We shouldn't be surprised about Gritzer, but I feel like just seeing the total package is just so it's just so refreshing to actually have someone new come over, pan out, and actually be like really fucking good.
I do want to just touch on Mike Ruff's comments here. He asks what a Grit's contract looks like, and he says he might play himself out of here. I think I was also worried about that. Like, is it, if this team does completely shit the bed, he's going to get some offers from some other teams if Fitz doesn't lock him up. But being the way he's playing, I think Fitz locks him up as soon as he possibly can. I would probably say 4x6, 4x7 for the kid now. What do you think?
What's his scoring pace right now? Do we know?
Oh, I don't have any of the numbers on me.
Hang on. Someone in the chat wants to know. He will be a full-blown UFA, I believe. I think. Or maybe an RFA with no ARB rights.
No, I think he is a full UFA. It's just his first year of his entry level, and I don't know. It's only the 1 year deal. I don't think that he is restricted at all in July.
Hang on. Let's do one thing at a time. First, I want to see what his pace is, his points pace, because I'll use my little slide rule barometer on.
Go for it.
So he's 6 goals, 13 points in 30 games. So what is that? It's a little less than 20 goals.
15 goals, 18 goals around there.
Yeah, and so he's 13 points. So what is that like? So 40 points, 45 points.
Yep.
Maybe. Maybe assuming kind of it ticks up a little bit. So if that's where he was, I've always used $1 million per 10 points, and he's kind of the perfect type of player where that doesn't work. And now with a little bit of salary cap inflation, I could see that. So that would be like $4 million a year, right? Give or take. So I could see that being, in that 5 to 6 range. Like, I don't think he's going to get $8 million or $7 million.
No, I think I said 6 to 7. I think that maybe 7's a little high, but yeah, in the 6s, I can totally see that.
I could see Fitz
give him
dropping
Palat's
a
money.
fucking 7-year deal, but yeah, give him Palat's money. Give him 3x5.5, 4x6, something like that.
Yeah.
He's also 24, so that puts him to his
24.
28 age season, which is a good year for him to go full UFA. So yeah, he is an RFA.
He is okay.
He doesn't have arbitration rights. He's offer sheet eligible, so the bad kind of RFA.
I'm much more concerned about Nemich's contract than I am about Gritsuk's contract. So
I think you just got to give Nemec Dougie's contract. Here's a 7x9, match Luke.
That's what they should do.
And that's it. I don't know when those conversations are eligible to start.
For who?
For Nemec or for Grits, July 1st, like he becomes offer sheet eligible. So I think that extension's got to get done before then. For Nemec, I'm not entirely sure.
I'll find out real quick. Okay, so July is Nemec. You can't extend him before that. So that kind of sucks. And then we want to see.
Nemec isn't going anywhere. Sending Bratton Siegenthaler.
And I'll check Grits.
And then they're doing the CBA changeover too, which changes some things about contract lengths and who can sign what and where and when and for how long.
Same thing.
So that's So okay.
July 1st for both of them is when they're eligible for extensions.
You sure it's just July 1st for them? Sure is that. Okay.
That's what my phone told me. So
yeah,
I don't know.
We believe that.
I don't know. Yeah. So all right. Well, look, is there anything else you want to talk about tonight?
Gotta win. Thank God.
Come out and celebrate a fucking win. No,
you
don't have to kill yourself.
New Jersey Devils. Thank you, Ottawa Senators. Maybe since you guys are bad, you can reopen those Brady Tkachuk conversations. I would do unspeakable things for that ugly fuck.
There's not much I wouldn't give up for Brady Tkachuk.
I'd watch the rest of Heated Rivalry for Brady Tkachuk.
With your pants off.
Never had one.
Ottawa would never ever get rid of Brady.
Yeah.
The
The other trade fodder going around, it's O'Reilly, it's Stamkos.
yeah,
Fitz is the most active. He's working the phones. He's asking about everybody. I'm fucking so tired of this bullshit with this guy.
yep. You do something.
So
You get off your ass and you find that fucking dog. That's what you do.
that's it.
So.
That's it.
All
That's
right.
it.
So look, yes,
All
big
right.
win. Very happy that it happened. Like you said, I don't know if my little heart could have taken another 6-game losing streak, but none of it means anything if you go back to playing the way that you're playing prior and you get your doors blown off against the Lightning on Thursday night. Got to string them together. That's huge.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Keep it calm. A win against the Lightning would make me start feeling a lot better about things.
I agree. Go beat them. And we'll be back most likely probably after the Lightning game. But
Yep.
yeah, so we will talk to you guys then. Thanks for coming on and hanging out with us.
League, I'm not sure. Anyway,
We'll figure it out. I'm sure Ace is about to go on anyway, and so he's proud. So all you guys can go hop on with him.
Audience.
So should have signed Markey another 5 years instead of 2. Absolutely. Just give him a lifetime. Just give him a lifetime contract like the Flyers did with Bobby Clark. He can never be.
Off to Ace's show you go, boys.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging with us.
I'll put the link. I'll put the eBay link in the comments like after the show. So you'll see it in there.
And if you want, send the link, and when I can put it up on the YouTube too, so people can link it onto the YouTube channel, and we'll put it on X, and we'll put it on Blue Sky. And they're nice, so don't be fucking cheap. Go buy this stuff, and we'll talk to you guys next time. All right, let's go Devils. We're the Puckers. We'll see you when we see you.
Suck a dick, Valley.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
Can't believe Tony put his dick in that doll.